So the exposure is a term which is widely used in photography, and the intensity and exposure doesn't work the same way. Intensity is a linear value and exposure is an exponent value, which means when I change the intensity from 1 to 2, the difference between the intensity is 1, and from 2 to 3, again the difference is 1. But when it comes to the exposure, the difference between 0 exposure to 1 is double the intensity, and then from 1 exposure to 2 is again double the intensity of 1, and then from 2 to 3 is again the light gets doubled. From a difference between exposure 1 to 2 is double, whereas the intensity value 1 to 2 difference is only 1. So if I put an exposure of 10 here, you can see the intensity gets very high because it gets doubled every time. And if I put the value 10 here, you can see it is not as intense as what we have seen with the exposure, because this is a linear value and this is an exponential value. So to match the exact intensity of 10 exposure here, you have to go like 2 to the power of 10, which comes when calculated is 1024, to match the exposure value of 10 in the intensity. So this is how exposure and intensity works. It is the same in all DVR lights and in any of the render engines or softwares we are using.